Hi everybody, my name is Anton Vasilescu and I'm the creator of the Ant Stitcher script. In this video I'm going to go over the features of the script and also how would you be using it in your workflow. So let's get started. You see here I have three different group of objects. I have a kind of simple plane, then the planes with some noise modifiers on them, and the last one it's the same with the noise modifier, only I have a mesh that's a lot denser for one of the objects than the other, and we're going to look over the cleanup options when we have difference like this in the mesh density. So let's get started. Basically, the way the script works is you have a source object and the destination object. Usually the destination object, let's say if you have to do like a terrain with a road, the destination object would be the road, and you'd want to have the actual terrain matching and kind of smoothly connecting with the road. So let's say this one is going to be our source object and this one is going to be our destination. So select the source object, and then you have here in the selection panel you have the select open edge verts. This one, what's it going to do? It's going to select all the vertices on the outer edges of any of the meshes that you are having selected, and basically it also moves the command panel into the vertex sub-object mode, thus making it a lot easier for you to work with the script. So right now that we've selected this, we need only this row of vertices here as a selection. We don't need the rest, so we're gonna deselect really quickly, and then we're gonna choose these ones as being the source verts. So select verts to be moved, clicking there, and you see it added the object name and also the number of vertices selected. Let's do the same type of operation for the destination object. So we're going to select the open edge vert, Alt and drag to deselect the objects, and then those are going to be the destination verts, and I'm going to choose select verts to move to. Now if I'm choosing here, I'm going to uncheck the cleanup options for now. We're going to talk about them later. Right now if I'm pressing the stitching button, you'll see that it actually took that row of verts and actually moved it and stitched it to the destination object. Now a lot of the times you actually want to do this with a soft selection being on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to undo here. So the script, any operation that the script does, it's easily undoable just by using the undo scene operation. So just if I click undo, see everything moved back to the initial state. And right now I'm going to enable the soft selection, and I'm going to move it a little bit to just change it, make it a little bit smoother. So right now, again, we're going to choose those ones as the verts to be moved. Select this one, select the verts to move to, and if I choose stitch them, you see we have nice smooth transition between the two objects and the nice smooth connection. In the same time, for objects that have, like, if I'm undoing here, so for objects that have a straight edge or an edge that matches, you're getting the exact same result as if you were just move those vertices. But for objects like this one, so let me select that one. For objects like this one, where you have the vertices and the edges not matching, if you're trying to do it, you see it's going to be a lot of kind of vertex push and pulling to get it to connect properly. So that's where the script comes in really handy. So let's again turn on the soft selection on this one, choose those ones as the verts to be moved, again, go in here, select open edge verts. You can use the select open edge verts, or you can select it manually if you want to. It's not necessary to use that button for selection, but you'll see for objects that have a lot of vertices, and especially a lot of cuts inside of them, it's a lot easier to just select all the open edges and deselect the ones that you don't need. So those are going to be right now the destination verts, and if I choose stitch, you'll see how nicely and smoothly the transition is between the objects right now, and it makes it believable that it's actually happening. It's a nice connection between the two objects there. Now for the last set of objects here, you'll see that we have a different density in the mesh. And what's going to happen? The algorithm for each vert in this selection in the source verts, it's going to look for its closest counterpart in the destination object. So it's going to take this first vert here, and it's going to look for the vert that's nearest to it. So probably it's going to find this one. Now for the second vert, it's going to look again, and probably it's going to find the same exact destination vert as being the closest one. So what's going to happen then? These two vertices are going to be moved over there, and they're going to overlap. That's why I have all these cleanup options here. So I have the option to weld the edge verts, and then that's based on a threshold. So the larger the threshold, the more connection you're going to have along the actual edge loops. So usually I like to keep it really close to 0, so that only the overlapping verts are going to be the one welded. So let's actually do the selection here. I'm going to select the open edge verts, and I'm going to deselect the ones that I don't need. I'm going to turn the soft selection on, and I'm going to choose those ones as the verts to be moved. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the destination object. Those are the verts to move to, and now I'm going to uncheck that one just to show you what is happening here. So if I choose stitch them right now, you'll see how they've moved there, and the mesh actually it's not that clean. So if I uncheck soft selection, and if I go here and select one of these vertices, you actually see that they are overlapping, and they're not the mesh is not that clean. So if we undo here, and again we select those ones, the verts to be moved, those are the verts to move to, and we choose the weld edge verts, and we do the stitch them, you'll see right now that the mesh is still not clean, but at least right now, if I'm unchecking here, at least this one it's as a one vert, so all the verts, kind of like the overlapping verts, have been welded together. You see here how pretty much all the edges are kind of getting close together, and they're creating this crease in the mesh. In order to get rid of it, we're going to add the relax modifier. So if I undo again and select the verts, those are the ones to be moved, those are the ones to move to, and we have the relax modifier. When I choose stitch them, you see here we have a way nicer mesh and a way softer mesh, and we don't have that crease in it. Now, in the same time, when you have the relax modifier, what's going to do, it's going to smoothen out the mesh. So if you already have a lot of details on your mesh, you would not want to add the relax modifier, because it's going to smoothen it out. So even if you add it, it's really easy to just remove it, because it's a modifier added in top. So it didn't change, it didn't collapse the mesh. So that's pretty much basically what the relax modifier does. And sometimes, because of the edges being and the verts being so close together, sometimes the smoothing groups get messed up, and that's why we have here the add smooth modifier. So if I undo here and select the vertex to be moved, select the move to, and the vertex to move to, and then choose add smooth modifier, when I do this the stitching part, if we go in the, oops, I got into expert mode, if we go here in the command panel, you'll see that we have the relax modifier added and then a smooth modifier added, and it has a threshold of 45, so it's gonna make sure that everything looks really smooth. So basically, this is the workflow and kind of how you would use all the cleanup options and the selection tools and the actual stitching part. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.